Hello. My name's Melissa. I'm an Aquarius. I am 20 years old. And welcome to my fucking channel. Like Millie's Nightmare. Cause like my Instagram name is Perfect Nightmare. So it just felt right, you know what I'm saying? I want you guys to go into this knowing that like this is gonna be like a deep conversation. Like every single video of mine, I want them to feel like a deep conversation with your best friend, because I love my deep conversations. Like I love to talk. I can talk about something that I'm passionate about for hours. For as long as I've known, I've always wanted to fucking help people. You know, like I've always watched, like I used to watch like shows where like they'd go to El Salvador and help kids, like give them gifts and give them food and give them all that shit. And like, sorry, not shit, but like, you know what I'm saying. That's how I talk. So and like as a kid, I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life. Like that's what I want to do with my life. I want to help other people who are not as lucky and unfortunate as me. Because although I was never rich, I am not rich, and I hope to be one day, you know, so I can actually help people. I mean, I was lucky enough to always have a roof over my head. I was lucky enough to always have food. Thank you to my mom, because she's a real ass bitch for that, because she worked her ass off for me. But like also like my father like really instilled it in me that like when you have it, you gotta give it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, he was not there financially for me, but every single time like he saw somebody like asking for food or something, like he would always make sure that if he had something, he'd give it. And you know, like I guess that like really inspired me too. My deep conversations, I love my deep conversations. I'm pretty sure I already said that. I forget things really quick. But there's a lot of people who have told me that like having a deep conversation with me has really like inspired them, or like even just like, even just help them change a little bit. And like really like genuinely that like really makes me happy that like even just having a simple conversation with somebody helped them. You know what I'm saying? Because like I never want to see people sad and then like, you know, they let people know that they're sad and like nobody does shit to help them, because I've been there. In 2018, we're getting into like why I'm here. In 2018, I was going through really bad anxiety. I'm talking about like I couldn't speak, I couldn't fucking move. I felt like my vision was going blurry. Like it was horrible anxiety, you know what I'm saying? And by that point, like I had ignored my anxiety so much that like I knew I needed help. And like I didn't know how the fuck I was gonna get help, because like, you know, I had tried convincing my mom to get me help before, but like she was like, nah, you don't need it, like it's all in your head and like whatever, right? But as of November of 2018, like my anxiety got so bad that like I was like, Mom, like for real, like I just need to tell you this, like I need to get the shit off my chest, you know what I'm saying? And like I went into my traumas with her, you know what I'm saying? I let her know that like my brother had like sexually assaulted me as a kid. And you know, like that led from one thing to another, and I ended up having to go to therapy, which is what I wanted. And you know, it got really bad for me. Like it got so bad for me. Like I had suicide thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just, it was mostly the medication, which is why I stopped taking that shit, because absolutely not. But also like it was my depression, you know what I'm saying? On February 14th as of 2019, I was going to kill myself. I was so convinced nobody was gonna take that shit out of my head. My friends had tried and I did not give a fuck. Like I was ready to just end it all, because like realistically I was going through a breakup, and you know, like my anxiety and like the medication wasn't helping for shit. Like it was helping with the anxiety, but the depression and the suicidal thoughts, it was fucking me up. On February 14th though, I was on the way home with my mother in the car, and like in my head I was like, I'm going to kill myself, like I'm just gonna kill myself, like I'm so tired of this shit, like I'm done with this shit, like I've gone through enough in my life, like at such a young age, and like I'm tired, I'm done. And you know, thank God, honestly, because thank God my mom had received a call from CPS that day, and they told her that I had to come in and testify against my brother. I was not going to let my mom go through that shit by herself. Like, at the end of the day, like, it was my trauma. It's what happened to me. And, like, I was not going to let my mom, who just found out what the fuck happened, right, feel like she, you know, she just lost her daughter. And then she has to deal with, like, the motherfucker who, like, basically, like, caused everything, right? And so that day we chose to speak to my other brother and my dad, and we let them know everything. And like, one thing led to another. We fell out. Like, my family, that side of my family, like, we fell out. And by that point, like, I was really depressed. And like, you know, like, CPS said that like the case was closed. Like, they couldn't do anything more. Like, there was not enough evidence, mind you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't rape per se, it was sexual assault though. I was like, from the age of 8 to 10, like, realistically, like, from the PTSD that I got from that, I chose to like block it out of my head as a kid. And so moving forward, you know, there was one day, like, me and my father were gonna like hang out and whatever, and my friend like invited me to a retreat, like a church retreat. I chose to go, and realistically that really did help me. That set the tone for the rest of my life. I went through a lot through those years. Like, realistically, like, it was a lot of like trying to forgive myself for something that somebody else did to me, which, you know, if you've gone through some shit like that, speak up. Like, fuck what anybody thinks. You speak your truth. Speak your truth, because you don't deserve that shit. You are not guilty for what somebody fucking disgustingly did to you. But like, for a long time, like, I've wanted to speak up about it, not because like I want pity or nothing, because like I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just trying to heal from that shit. Like, I'm done with all that shit. Like, I'm done crying over that shit. Like, you know, like, it still hurts. Like, you're never gonna forget it. Like, it's never gonna go away. But you just gotta like use that. You gotta motivate yourself to get the fuck out of that out of that stuck position where you're like, fuck, like, why does this happen to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happened. Get the fuck up and help others. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. Like, get the fuck up and help other people who are going through the shit. So, you know, for a long time I thought about, like, you know, making an Instagram post, you know, because I've seen a lot of women do that, like, make Instagram posts, you know, make people aware of the person who did that to them. And like, absolutely, like, if that's the way you want to go about it, absolutely, do you speak your truth. Don't let nobody fuck you over like that, for real. But I've always wanted to like help in a bigger scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my experience to be out there for forever, and for people to learn from me for forever. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. Like, I want to make sure that I make a big impact and I actually help people. As of right now, though, I am going through a spiritual journey, right? And, you know, this all ties in, okay? The week before last, I was on acid, okay? Like, you know, I was trying out new things, and I realized, like, marijuana's not for me. Not because I don't love it, because obviously I love my Mary Jane, but like, because it's just not my thing. I can't do that. It makes me lazy. It makes me feel depressed, and like, I'm over that shit. Like, I'm done. It's a wrap. I'm over feeling that way. Point is, me and my friend went to a trail, right? And we was talking about this, like, how like I've always wanted to help people. Like, I just want to help people, and like how I've done YouTube before, and like I just have a really strong feeling that I need to get on this platform and like fuck it up. Like, I need to fuck it up. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna fuck it up, but I'm gonna fuck it up. And you know, we were walking, and he was like, you know, do it, like, just do it, like, fuck it, like, do it, like, if you want to help people, do it. And I'm like, bro, like, I know, but like, how the fuck am I gonna go about it, you know? And we came up to this creek, because it was a trail, and I just like stood there, and like, I took it in. I was like, God, you know, if like this is the right path, if this is the right thing, like, show me a sign, or like just show me that I'm in the right path. One thing led to another. I busted the fuck on my ass. My phone fell out my pocket. Like, it fell in the creek. Like, I was like tripping and like whatever, right? We go to this really nice spot, and like it's so beautiful. Like, we're just staying in nature, and like in that moment it just sat right with me. I was like, bro, I'ma fuck it up. Like, I don't know how the fuck I'ma fuck it up on YouTube, but I'ma fuck it up and I'ma help people. I'ma get where I need to be, and I'ma fucking help people. And so, you know, we went back home, and like, you know, I was decided. I was like, fuck yeah, like, I'm gonna fucking do it. But like, then again, in like the back of my head, I was like, how the fuck am I gonna go through this? Like, how am I gonna do this and like not let the hate get to me? Then we go to the trail again this weekend, and you know, this time we're on shrooms, and we're with my friend's cousin. You know, like, we was walking, and they was complaining, like, you didn't know, like, we were going to a trail? Like, did you not know? Like, what do you think you do at a trail? Point is, we get to where we were, and like, he was so negative. Like, so negative. Like, he couldn't shut up. He was complaining and whatnot. And I chose to like get the fuck up, remove myself from the situation, and go down to the water. And like, I sat on the rock, and it just felt so right. Like, I like, to that point where like I was like about to tear up, and I knew I was healing. And, you know, he just kept talking. And at one point when we was leaving, you know, saying like, we were leaving and I was minding my own business, but they was talking shit. They was talking shit about me. And bro, first of all, like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't say nothing to you. I don't like your energy. I removed myself from you. Like, it's that simple. Like, don't talk shit about me if you're not gonna back it up, you know? Anyways, so like, I'm just ignoring it, because like, you talking, and he said something like, I can see how like you come here and like you take shrooms and you feel like some enlightenment and spiritual journey. And I'm like, bro, like, shut up. Like, if you don't know nothing about it, like, respectfully shut up. Respectfully respect me as a person and my beliefs, because I respect you and your beliefs and not believing in God. But like, you know, in my head, I was like, bro, like, me, the past me, the person before, like the younger me, I would have said something, or I would have thrown some hands, because the way they was talking way too much, running their mouth. And like, especially when he said that about the spiritual journey, like, first of all, like, why are you so mad I'm happy? Like, literally, why are you so mad I'm happy with where I'm at spiritually? Like, just because you don't believe? And then, you know, in my head, I'm like, bro, like, don't say nothing. You know, it's better to not say nothing. Be the bigger person. Don't say nothing. It's not even worth it. Like, by that point, I convinced myself. I was like, bro, like, these motherfuckers are not worth it. They just go keep talking shit, and you're not gonna give them a reason to keep talking shit. And so, you know, we got to the car, and like, I was like, you know, like, whatever. Like, at that point, bro, I realized, like, I can't hate you. Like, I don't hate you. Like, you can talk shit about me all you want. Like, you can dislike me. I dislike your energy as well. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to talk, and you're going to talk, and you're going to talk. At the end of the day, like, you're going to talk. You just going to talk. And that's just it's going to bother you that I'm not saying nothing. But, like, you just going to keep talking. You're going to keep talking and digging yourself deeper into your misery. And, you know, by that point, I was, like, really, like, happy with myself. Because, like, you know, like, the younger me, I would have said something. Like, I do not know how to shut the fuck up. And I would have said something. But I was so proud of myself. In that moment, I realized my purpose was to be on YouTube and help people. Help people. And whenever somebody comes at me negatively, I'm going to ignore it. Because at the end of the day, my intentions are good, and as long as I know my intentions are good, that is all that matters. All that negativity, all that shit, like, all that shit talking, that's not me no more. I ain't gonna do that shit. We're not kids no more. I'm fucking 20. Like, it's a wrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my friends sat in our car, and we were like, bro, like, it's that simple. Like, I love them because they're human, and they're just hurt. Like, they're hurt, and like, they just want to be mad at something in this world. And like, I guess they're gonna choose to be mad at me for being happy with my spirituality, realistically. And I was like, it's just jealousy at this point, and I can't help but love you. Like, I love you because you hate me. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's just a little bit of what, you know what I'm saying, I feel like my purpose is in this life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. But like, subscribe, and comment, I guess, and share this shit if you want.